Gold and silver prices are skyrocketing, but is it too late to get in on the game? What's up, everybody? Thompson Coin and Stamp here, and today let's discuss the prices of these beautiful precious metals and if it's too late for you to start purchasing and stacking these, or if there's still plenty of room to go. Gold and silver are hitting some record prices, with gold hitting all-time highs again. We're over $3,800 an ounce this morning for gold, and silver is sitting just below $47 an ounce. So that's kind of pricey, and it does price a lot of people out of buying, 1 ounce gold coins and rounds, or even, multiple coins and rounds in silver. But there's still multiple ways to get in. You can always buy fractional, fractional gold backs, fractional silver. And if you look back at the historic range, if we go back a year, we're looking at, prices in the 20s for silver and the prices in the 2000s for gold. So, if you were thinking, $2,000 an ounce was a lot, 2 years ago for an ounce of gold, nowadays, you'd be looking at over $3,800 an ounce. So that is still a lot of money, and I think there's still plenty of room to go. I'm not a financial advisor, but like I said, I still think there is plenty of room to go, especially in silver. I mean, gold still, got lots of room to go, but that silver, there's still something special about it. As I mentioned, one way to still get into the gold and silver game is with fractional gold. And one cool way to buy fractional gold is with gold backs. You can get down to the half gold back, which is 1/2000th of a troy ounce. You go up to the 1 gold backs, which are 1/1000th of a troy ounce. And you're only looking at, $7 and, 50 some odd, 60 some odd cents today on the 1 gold back. I could be, off a little bit. I haven't checked the price of gold back yet this morning. It does update every day at 10 a.m. But that is one way to get into fractional gold. Another good way is just, buying, quarter ounces like that. Like I said, when I was first started stacking gold and silver, a quarter ounce of gold, I think, this was in the $500 and some odd dollar range. And now you're looking at around 1,000 with, premiums and everything. Same with the silver. I was looking at, in the $20 some odd range for this nice milk spotted buffalo round. And now, we're looking at around $47 an ounce of silver. So even though to me, when I first started stacking gold and silver, that was quite a lot. Like I said, a $2,000 for an ounce of gold, a couple of years ago, to me, $2,000 is a lot of money. But when you compare it to the price of gold now, we're, knocking that out of the park. Here's that 1 year chart. We're showing gold at $3,828.70. And if you look back over that year, I mean, we got down, in the $2,500 range back in November of 2024. That's crazy. I mean, and look back right here. If you go back 5 years, you were down to $1,500. And if we look at silver, do the same thing. And, you were looking at, the $28 mark back in April of this year, and a $28 mark back in December of last year. And if we go down to the 5 year, I mean, can you imagine being able to pick up silver for $17 an ounce? Or even if you was able to pick up silver for $35, dollars an ounce or so right in here. It's all a perspective, your dollar cost averaging. Like I said, I think there's still plenty of room to go. I think we're going to hit $50 an ounce silver soon. So even with today's price hovering around $47 an ounce, we're at $46.98. If you bought it today and then, prices go up to $50 an ounce, we're still killing it. What if we go up, 500% like palladium has done over these last years? Last 5-10 years, palladium skyrocketed. Gold and silver keeps going up because fiat currency keeps going down. You know, like I said, it's a dollar cost average game. So let me know what you think. If you still think there's room to get into the silver and gold stacking game, if you still think there's room to go, if you're still stacking right now with these current prices, if you've held off, if you're just kind of selling right now and you're taking some profits, you know, that's a good thing to do as well. I mean, I don't blame anybody for wanting to take a little bit of profit and, you know, get a little bit of money. But remember that fiat currency loses its value every day while these precious metals have been going up. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you follow us every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for our weekly coin, roll, hunt, and chat. Until next time, Thompson Coin and Stamp is out.